Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing very well out there. My name is Meg Moonbeam, and welcome back to my channel, my YouTube, Rumble, or X channels, wherever you're watching from. And actually, I just see here I didn't add my Rumble channel. Just one second. Geez Louise, I'm having so many technical difficulties today, and my Twitter isn't added as well. Okay, I've just added my Twitter as well. Oh my goodness. So, I literally just filmed a whole over 50-minute full moon in Capricorn video. And then after I filmed it, the audio didn't work at all. So usually my full moon and new moon videos, I pre-record them, but because the audio did not work and the whole hour that I put into it did not work, I went, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go live. We're going to do this thing together, and which is more fun anyway. So, hello everybody. And I don't know about you guys, but I've been having major technical difficulties today, so I'm just praying that this video will go very, very smoothly. I will be able to share about this full moon in Capricorn. The audio will be fine. Actually, could you guys give me a 5 by 5 that the audio is okay, that the visual is okay? Just let me know in the live chat. And I'm noticing too that the visual is a little bit, I don't know, looks different, but please just let me know that you guys can see and hear me, and then we will move forward. Okay, perfect. A lot of you guys saying 5 by 5. Thank you guys so, so much. Perfect. So before we get into it, as always, you guys, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my Meg Moonbeam YouTube and or Rumble channel, and I really appreciate all of your support. And today I got notified that I am at 4.444 YouTube subscribers. And I have been seeing so many 444s, so many 1111s and 111s ever since my husband and I have come back from our Sacred England retreat that we've hosted. So I've got the angel number oracle, and I'm going to share the meaning of not just 444, but when we get into the collective card pull, also pull another one for us. What's our angel number for this full moon in Capricorn? So yeah, hope you guys are all doing well. And I know a lot of us are feeling quite wonky with the Mars Uranus algal conjunction, this upcoming full moon in Capricorn, which I think some of us are starting to feel the energy of. So what we're going to do in today's video, as usual, is I'm going to share about the collective astrology meaning of this full moon in Capricorn, what it means for us collectively and personally. And then I'm going to do a collective intuitive card pull for all of us going into this full moon. And then I'm going to do sign by sign prediction readings, which it's crazy that I already just did this and now I'm repeating it. So I'm in like some weird time loop. Gemini Ascension says, feel like I'm in a time warp between the past and the present. It's weird. I'm feeling the exact same, Gemini Ascension. It's very funny, funky energy. So I'm just going to take a sip of my coffee, a deep breath, and then we're going to get started. And I've got one of my Halloween mugs here that says haunted. I've got so much different Halloween paraphernalia all year round. Okay. So let's bring up the chart for this full moon in Capricorn. Now, for those of you who may not have seen, myself and other astrologers and mystics accurately predicted that this week there was likely to be an assassination attempt or a very intense world situation regarding a political leader because of the Mars-Uranus algal conjunction. And also in one of the recent videos that I did last month, I think it was the last full moon in Capricorn video that I did, because this is actually the second of 2 full moon in Capricorns in a row. So the last video that I did for a full moon, new moon was the full moon in Capricorn on June 21st. And I predicted in that one, I said, we're having the Trump Biden debate in between these full moon and Capricorns, and it feels like a little bit of a shit show. And I said, I feel like something absolutely historic is going to take place between these two full moons. And that debate was very, very historic. It was a total shit show on the part of Joe Biden. And then, of course, we had the failed assassination attempt of President Trump. Thank you so much, Melissa, for your positive comment. You say lots of love. You got this. Thank you for all your efforts. Well, I really appreciate that. Thank you very much for acknowledging that. So these are very intense astrological times, to say the least. And this is a second full moon in Capricorn in a row. As I said, we had one on June 21st. This next one is going to be Sunday, July 21st. The exact time will be around 6:17 p.m. Eastern time. And okay, not only is it a blue moon, it's a second full moon in Capricorn in a row. It is also the very last full moon in Capricorn during the Pluto in Capricorn transit that we have been in since 2008. So even though the planet Pluto is in the sign of Aquarius right now and will be in Aquarius until September 1st, and then Pluto retrogrades back into Capricorn for the last time in our lifetimes until November 18th, we're technically still in that Pluto and Capricorn transit. We're also in the start of the Pluto and Aquarius transit, but we haven't come to the end yet because we've still got from September 1st to November 18th of Pluto and Capricorn. So this full moon in Capricorn is the last full moon in Capricorn during this Pluto and Capricorn transit. And this is a big deal because, Pluto is our most outer planet in Western astrology, and it's the most intense planet that rules death, rebirth, transformation, the dark side of life being revealed, secrets, the hidden and mysterious side of life, and it's very spiritual as well. And it's a very big deal when Pluto ingresses into new signs, when Pluto ends a cycle, because that actually affects us as a collective. So this full moon being in the sign that Pluto is about to finish up being in, and Pluto takes 240-ish years to do its zodiac revolution to be in Capricorn again. So it won't be for another over 240 years that we have Pluto in Capricorn. This is a huge, major, final purge. I'm calling this full moon. Huge. Words cannot overstate it, of the Capricorn ruled areas of life. And what have we just seen days before this full moon in Capricorn? The assassination attempt of President Trump, a president. Capricorn rules governments, presidents, politicians, the highest levels of responsibility, the structures and systems of life, the matrix, our elders, wisdom, challenge. It's also fitting that I had a challenge in recording the video. I already recorded this whole video and I had to do it over. Capricorn is about challenge and hard work and working your ass off, actually, to get to the prize, to be that goat, that symbolic Capricorn goat at the top of the mountain, right? Paulina says, cannot wait for smoother energies. I know, me too, but I'm telling you guys, we're in it for a while. We're in intense freaking waters for a while. So in the collective, this is a huge time of purging, of revealing, of secrets coming to the forefront in those Capricorn ruled areas that I just mentioned. Also in our personal lives, this is a major purge and illumination period of wherever we have the sign of Capricorn in our personal astrology charts. So you're going to want to look at where you have Capricorn in your chart. So for example, if this was your chart, let's pretend this was someone's chart, the chart I have up for the full moon, and we're trying to see where they have Capricorn. They have Capricorn where, here we go over here, where my mouse is hovering over. This is the sign of Capricorn. So if this was your chart, you would have Capricorn in the 6th house, in the 7th house, and the moon. Okay. So look at what houses you have Capricorn, if you have any planets or asteroids in the sign of Capricorn, because these are areas of life where you are likely to have a huge purge, a huge illumination period, right? And wow, cool. I've got some fellow moon and Capricorns out there. I've also got my moon in Capricorn, and I got my midheaven in Capricorn too. So the signs that are going to be the most affected by this full moon in Capricorn. Hello, Heather. Nice to see you. You've got, yeah, of course, your North Node in Capricorn. The signs that are going to be the most affected by this full moon are, of course, the Capricorns. Okay. Also, the Scorpios, because as you can see in this full moon chart, the planet Pluto, ruler of Scorpio, is almost exactly conjunct this full moon. Holy guacamole. Okay. So Capricorns, Scorpios are going to feel this full moon the most and be the most affected. But also the other earth signs, because Capricorn is an earth sign. So also the Virgos and the Tauruses, and also the cardinal signs. Okay. Because Capricorn is a cardinal sign in the astrological modalities. So Aries, Libra, Cancers, Capricorns will also feel this very, very strongly. And full moons are always our natural time of cleansing, release, and illumination. But this one is a big daddy. Again, I feel like my words cannot state properly how big of a purge and a release portal this full moon in Capricorn is. And also, if everything that I said wasn't intense enough, it's at 29 degrees, the anaretic degree, critical final degree in astrology, which is very much about completion, ending, and can also be challenging in nature. And 29 degrees in Nicholas Stoyanovic's degree theory is considered a Leo degree. Leo rules leaders, leadership, famous people, prolific people, the arts and the artistic field, children, fun, creativity, but it's very much about boldness, leadership, also royalty, people that are in the spotlight. So this is very much big changes happening with the leaders worldwide, with our own inner authority and leadership as well. So I think a really good way that we can work with the very intense nature of this full moon is to do actually spiritual or physical healing modalities, and to be very honest with ourselves about what we truly need to let go of at this time, what might be toxic in our lives at this time. You know, Pluto rules toxicity, and really letting that shit go, for lack of a better word, being really honest with yourself. And again, wherever you have Capricorn, specifically 29 degrees of Capricorn in your chart, and the degrees around that is the area that's going to be the most highlighted for you, that you can be going through a major purge, going through even a major shakeup, or things being revealed. So the moon is at what we call detriment in the sign of Capricorn. And shout out to all my fellow moon and Capricorns. I see you there in the chat. I have my moon in Capricorn as well, but grandmother moon does not like to be in Capricorn. That is her detriment sign, because she is at home in Cancer, and the opposite sign of Cancer is Capricorn. Capricorn rules hard work, success, achievement, responsibility. It's emotionless. Capricorn isn't very emotional, and the moon is all about our emotions and being nurturing and our feminine side. So it's even a little bit of a weird kind of challenging energy to have the moon in Capricorn to begin with. And with the moon conjunct Pluto, I mean, this is just so freaking intense. Huge things are going to be revealed geopolitically with this full moon. I'm just going to keep saying that. It's not just the assassination attempt, which was more the Mars-Uranus algol conjunction that myself and other astrologers predicted with that. This is more the fallout of that. Pluto is going to reveal to us who tried to kill Trump, who truly tried to kill Trump, who is still trying to kill Trump, who is really at the bottom of this dark arts agenda, and there's going to be major things revealed about elites, about royal families, with it being at a 29-degree Leo degree. Huge things being revealed, which we've already been going through that as a theme. But this is, Pluto is the hard stuff to hear. Pluto, the ruler of Scorpio, is the hard and uncomfortable stuff to hear, the stuff that people don't really like to hear, the dark side of life, right? So intense. It's interesting that even though Pluto is conjunct this full moon, which is considered to be adverse, okay, because Pluto is the most intense planet in astrology and the moon is at detriment in Capricorn, we do have some very funny enough positive aspects happening at the time of this full moon in Capricorn. We've got a beautiful sextile between the two benefics, Venus and Jupiter, which is kind of weird to have something that positive with something adverse. We've also got, very positive aspects with Neptune. The sun and Neptune are in trine. The moon and Neptune are in trine. And the sun is sextile Uranus. The moon is trine Uranus. So there's things that need to come up from the dark side of life. There's truths that need to be revealed that may be dramatic, will be uncomfortable, okay, but it's bringing us into more of a joyous place. It's bringing us into a spiritual and creative breakthrough to help us remove stagnation from our lives. And let's not forget that as we come into this full moon on Sunday, we've still got the Mars Uranus conjunction within a strong orb 4 degrees off, right? So this is shocks. This is surprises. This is Mars now at 0 degrees of Gemini with Jupiter, the great benefic, still in Gemini. This is shocking information, Gemini, coming forward. Shocking news, shocking information. I keep hearing spirits say the word geopolitical, the governments, the political leaders, okay? Big shakeups and changes having to do with that. It's not just what happened with President Trump. And another really good aspect that we have with this full moon is Mars in an exact trine to Pluto. This is what we call the survivor aspect, the survival aspect. Mars is 0 degrees of Gemini. Pluto will be at 0 degrees of Aquarius, exact trine at the time of this full moon. We are going to survive whatever comes up, as intense, as dramatic as it may be with this full moon. And if we embrace the act of letting go, if we embrace the act of purging, there's huge empowerment and profound experiences that can come forward moving past this full moon. Things will never be the same again post this full moon in Capricorn. I can't highlight enough how big of a deal this is with it being the last full moon in Capricorn during Pluto in Capricorn transit. So some of my major predictions that I've said, and I haven't said already with this full moon, is I think we'll see a major ending of a government body or structures and systems of life in the matrix, leaders losing their power, politicians losing their power, damning secrets being revealed about who really tried to kill Trump and the Trump assassination attempt. That Pluto, the ruler of secrets, conjunct this full moon in Capricorn, which rules governments, this is going to reveal something to us about this, that it's going to be shocking, and it's probably going to be darker than we think, but we need to hear it. Okay. And we're already having, breaking. Adam Schiff calls on Biden to drop out of race. Who is Adam Schiff? Let me know in the comments, you guys, if you know. Yeah, Biden is, and that's another prediction that I'm going to get to. Biden is not going to be the president of the US for very much longer, and Justin Trudeau is not going to be the prime minister of Canada for very much longer. So yeah, we're already seeing, this ABC News article says Trump rally shooting unacceptable, Secret Service director says. So we're getting little crumbs already of what really happened. But when we get to that full moon, the dam is going to burst open and the truth is going to be revealed about who tried to do it, what was really up with that. And also with this full moon in Capricorn, the USA is very, very highlighted, of course, because this full moon in Capricorn is happening at 29 degrees. And in the USA's chart, they have Pluto at 27 degrees. So this full moon is conjunct the Pluto of the United States of America. So continued shocks and surprises, intense developments happening with that country as there already is. Philip is in the chat. Hi, Philip. Says they say there was a second shooter. Yeah, I saw something about that today. So very, very interesting. It seems like somebody really, or a group of people really actually wanted Trump dead. And Stephanie is saying, was it an inside job so that we see the corruption? In my personal astrological opinion, and here's just my take, I think that that was a real assassination attempt of President Trump, but I do think it was an inside job. I think there must have been Secret Service in on it. There must have been someone in on it. But the Western astrology is literally totally accurate in showing that there was dark forces, algol, that actually tried to kill Trump. It was a real assassination attempt. So I do think it was an inside job, more of a dark arts intention than a light intention behind it, trying to expose corruption. So I hope that makes sense, Stephanie, how I explained that. And, it is a miracle that President Trump survived that. When you watch the video of how he moved his head at the last minute, and if he hadn't moved his head, he would be dead right now, right? It is so, so crazy. Yes, astrology is wild and it's so precise. So, so cool. I also am going to make the prediction that I think there will at least be one death of a prominent politician or leader or historical prolific figure around the time of this full moon in Capricorn or on the day of this full moon in Capricorn, because Capricorn rules older people, political figures, people in power positions, and it's conjunct Pluto, the planet of death. So someone is going to die, and I'm not calling for people to die, but someone is going to die with this full moon in Capricorn that is a major political figure. Might be Joe Biden, might be more than one person, actually. And to be honest with you guys, and I've already said this on a couple of the shows I've done recently, I am a bit concerned about RFK Jr., and let's please keep him in our prayers, not just President Trump, but also RFK Jr., because he has his sun at 27 degrees of Capricorn, and it will be conjunct this full moon and Pluto. So one of the shocking things that could possibly come up is an assassination attempt actually on RFK Jr., or something very intense happens with RFK Jr. So I don't want that to happen. I want to be wrong about that, but have to say that as an astrologer that is a potential here. In our personal lives, this is a full moon of reality checks. We're going to be receiving reality checks about Pluto toxicity in our lives, toxicity in the collective that no longer serves us. And discernment is going to be very, very important. Also, physical health, taking extra care of your physical health. This is a full moon of detox. Pluto rules purging toxicity in your life. Okay, so we can be feeling on not just the spiritual, energetic level, but also the physical level. Like you may be going to the bathroom more than usual. You may be excreting more than usual, because Pluto, ruler of Scorpio, is bathrooms and the genitals, and relieving yourself, releasing toxicity. So drinking a lot of water is good. Going to the bathroom a lot is good. Even doing some physical cleansing, I will definitely be doing that the days around this full moon, to work with the energy, right? And again, I want to be clear that the continued very intense events that we are going to be seeing are actually, bringing positive energy to us in the long run. They're pushing us into change and moving past limited structures that no longer serve us. So, yeah, lots of information with this full moon. Let me know in the live chats or the comments below how you're feeling about what I've said so far. And before we get into the readings for each of the 12 sun, moon, and rising signs for this full moon, yeah, Paulina says, wow, this is intense. It is really freaking intense. I'm feeling to pull some cards, do a little collective card pull for all of us for this full moon. Noni Abidness says, okay, I'm freaked out. Yeah, I'm freaked out too, but everything is going to be okay. The light has already won. We've already won, but we need to see things play out. The dark side needs to reveal themselves so that as many people can wake up as possible to come on to the age of Aquarian timeline. Hi, Jill. Nice to see you. I miss you and Steve. Mwah. I'm sending big hugs and kisses your way. So, okay, I'm going to ask Spirit, universe, all that supports us for our highest good. What is our guidance through these cards for us collectively as we go into this full moon portal? And I want to shout out my soul sisters, Marie Jose, who gifted me this Ancient Stones Oracle while we were in England, and Ilsa, who gifted me this the Angel Number Oracle. I feel so spoiled. I have like 5 new decks. And Alexis, who gifted me the Soul's Journey Oracle. So I love you guys so much. And I'm going to pull from these 3 fresh new card decks for us. Okay. And I'm not going to forget, actually, before, no, I'll do that after. There's one I'm going to pull out after because I keep seeing that number over and over again. And I want to see what it says. Okay. Whoa. 0, 0, 0, new beginnings. Damn. Okay. I'm hearing Spirit say we are entering completely new territory. Okay, what are we going to get from the Soul Journey Oracle here? Oh my God, death. We've got new beginnings and death. Dun, dun, dun. Oh my God, what's our third card going to be? From the Ancient Stones Oracle. Let's see. Alignment. It's coming together, precision. And Marie Jose, when you gifted me this deck, do you remember that this was the first card that I pulled or that we pulled? Oh my God. Oh my God, 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 oh my God. Death. I am learning. Okay. This is so crazy, you guys. Okay, we got 0, 0, 0, new beginnings. And the death card, I don't know if it shows up backwards for you guys or what, but it says, I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. It literally says beginnings on both cards. Oh my God. Gosh. And this full moon is conjunct Pluto, the ruler of death. Our last full moon in Capricorn during Pluto and Capricorn transit. We are in alignment. It's coming together, precision. And I'm hearing Spirit say we can't, why do I have a Bob Marley song stuck in my head? You can't heal all the people all the time. Is that a Bob Marley song? Because I'm hearing that right now. You can't heal all the people all the time. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I'm just hearing that. You can't heal everything about yourself in one moment. You can't do it all at once because you would literally blow up probably. So it's like things happen. We're all in alignment. Things happen in phases. And that's why when we have the full moons, we always say we're letting go. We're letting go what we're ready to let go now. We're cleansing what we're ready to purge now, because we can't do it all at once. We would literally blow up, right? But this full moon on Sunday, July 21st, it feels like things are never going to be the same after that. And if there's something that you've really been struggling to let go of, get outside, get under that moon and pray and put it out there and ask for assistance. And we're letting it go. Stephanie says that is right on for this past week. Yeah. Death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. And we're going to be called upon, you guys. If you're on my YouTube, if you're following me, then you're probably like me. You're a light worker, you're a starseed, you're an empath, and there is a whole new beginning. There is a whole new life ahead of us where we're going to be called upon to do a lot that we never even thought we were going to do. And these deaths are necessary. This purge is necessary. So please, 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 if you feel to, I don't like to force people what to do, but just saying, look at where you have Capricorn in your chart, specifically 29 degrees of Capricorn, because this is an area we are going through a death and we are going through a new beginning. And it is in alignment for us to be focusing on that. Love these cards. That is so awesome. I'm going to keep those out. And I also want to share with you guys, I absolutely love these new decks. Thank you, Soul Sisters, so much. I'm also going to pull out the 444. Just give me a moment, you guys. I'm going to pull out the 444 because I have been seeing 444 non-stop. Oh, did I put it downstairs? I might have put it downstairs. I think I did. I think I put it on my altar downstairs, so I don't think it's here. Okay, anyways, actually what I'll do, I want to read the 444 because I've been seeing it so much and I've been hearing other people say they've been seeing it too. So let me bring that up here. Has anybody else been seeing 444? Jill says, I saw 444 on 2 license plates yesterday and took pics. Oh my God, that's so cool. I've been seeing it everywhere. 444. I'm just going to read this little description. Wow, hard work and abundance mindset looks so amazing on you. You've really been putting in the effort, laying that hard-won groundwork for amazing growth and abundance. The universe loves someone who vibrates at the frequency of gratitude. So clap yourself on the back and stick with it. You're on the right path to manifest your desires through hard work and intentionality. Your angels are watching over you, protecting you and your dreams. Meanings are protection, capability, and determination, hard work yielding amazing rewards, reassurance that you are loved and supported, celebrating your wins. And the affirmation is, a river of abundance flows through me. Oh my God. That is so, so cool. So it's about support, and it's about, like this card says, alignment. So I feel like that's also a message for us because I'm doing this astrology video and I've just been seeing it so much. Wow. And yeah, Layla says you have 444 subscribers. And yeah, today I literally hit 4 subscribers while seeing so many 444s. So also, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Love you guys so much. Oh my God. It feels like huge energy, and we've already had something massive happen in the past few days in the collective, and it's not the only thing. There's more to come. So staying centered, staying grounded is very, very important. So, okay, now we're going to go through each of the 12 sun, moon, and rising signs for this crazy ass full moon in Capricorn happening on Sunday, July 21st. Christian says, grab your popcorn. Yes. Okay. And we're going to start with the Aries, sun, moon, and risings. So, Aries, do we have any Aries out there? Let us know in the live chat or the comments below if we have any Aries out there. For you, Aries, you're having this full moon in Capricorn in your 10th house. And Aries, you're interesting because in the solar charts, which is how we look to forecast for the Aries, you've got, each of the houses ruled by the sign that rules that house. So Aries' 10th house is ruled by Capricorn. The 10th house is the Capricorn ruled areas of life. So for you, Aries, this is a huge purge of those Capricorn ruled areas because it's happening in your 10th house. Your work, your career, your purpose, your legacy. Many of you, Aries, may be ending a job, ending a work commitment, ending, I'm hearing Spirit say, a relationship with a work colleague. And, the 10th house is not just work, it's also elders, it's also wisdom, it's also, our parents and our grandparents, older people in our life. So you may be called upon, Aries, around this full moon. And remember, you guys, that the 3 days before and after of a full moon is what we call the full moon portal. So, Aries, around this time, you may be called upon to really be there for a parent or a grandparent or an elder figure. It's actually good for you, Aries, to be spending time with older people, the elders in your life around the time of this full moon, and to be reflecting on your work, your career, your legacy. And are you in, what was this card that we got? Alignment with your legacy, with your higher purpose. Okay. Which all of our higher purpose, you guys, is whatever our north node is in astrology. Here's the symbol for the north node. So see what sign you have your north node in and the house that you have your north node in. Excuse me. And with Pluto conjunct this full moon, Aries, it could be some very intense events happening within your workplace or happening to a boss or an elder person in your life. You can also be very inspired with this full moon to maybe step into entrepreneurship or a greater leadership role. So I'm sending lots of cosmic love your way to all you Aries and wishing you an absolutely magical full moon. And I want to say thank you so much, Heather, for your super chat. I really appreciate your support. You're always supporting me, and I love you so much. And thank you to everyone who sends donations. It helps me to do the content on my own channels, and I really, really appreciate that. So, okay, my fellow Taurus, sun, moon, and risings, which, by the way, you guys, put an emphasis on listening to your sun and your rising signs. Okay. So for the Tauruses, this full moon in Capricorn is happening in your 9th house. And this is one of the lighter houses in astrology. Okay. So many Tauruses might actually be traveling to a foreign location or planning travel at this time, or be around or connected to foreign people or cultures at the time of this full moon in Capricorn. This is a full moon about expansion, expanding your awareness. That's what Sagittarius in the 9th house is all about. There can be a major letting go having to do with anything foreign related, foreign work related, foreign people related, beliefs. The 9th house rules beliefs. So there could be a major purging of, if you've grown up in a certain religion or belief system that no longer serving you, that could be coming up for a lot of the Tauruses. Releasing beliefs that are not yours, particularly from, big institutions, Capricorn, or elders, or people older than you, releasing the beliefs that have been programmed into you by your parents or grandparents. This would be a good full moon to maybe do some ancestral healing even around what's been programmed in from the parents or the grandparents. Excuse me. And doing meditation, expanding your awareness and consciousness would be very good, Tauruses, to work with this full moon, right? Because Sagittarius, the ninth house, is all about expanding our mind and our consciousness. You can be downloading some very high vibrational insights at this time. Pluto, who is conjunct this full moon, is right on your midheaven. Oh my goodness. In your 10th house, conjunct your midheaven. So a lot of Tauruses are being called to step into, similar to what I was saying for the Aries, leadership roles, entrepreneurship, big work changes, big changes in your legacy moving forward. So very empowering, intense time for the Tauruses, where there can be major life shifts and changes going on. And I also love Tauruses that at the exact time of this full moon, your ruling planet Venus is in a beautiful sextile to Jupiter. So those are the two benefics in astrology. So for the Tauruses and the Libras, this can actually be a very lucky, positive time of breakthroughs with this full moon, with that beautiful Venus sextile Jupiter. So I'm sending lots of cosmic love your way, Tauruses, and happy full moon in Capricorn. Mwah. Okay, and now we're going to move to the Gemini, sun, moon, and risings. Do we have any Geminis out there? Let us know in the comments. So Geminis, you're having this full moon in Capricorn on Sunday, July 21st, happening in your 8th house. Wowzers, the 8th house of Scorpio, and this is a full moon in Capricorn, conjunct Pluto, the ruling planet of Scorpio. So Geminis, were you listening when I said this is a full moon about releasing toxicity and purging what no longer serves? This really applies to you because this full moon is in your 8th house of Scorpio. So for Geminis, this is actually the most intense because it's happening in your 8th house of Scorpio, and it is a full moon conjunct Pluto. So I would really advise, if it resonates with you, doing any kind of healing work, self-healing work, real deal healing modalities to work with and move through the energy of this full moon. You know, Scorpio in the 8th house rules shamans, it rules therapists, psychotherapists, spiritual psychotherapists, tantra. Really do some work on yourself. Pay attention to what is coming up for you at this time. What are you being triggered by? What are you having issues with, if there are any, and work with that. This is a fantastic portal for self-empowerment and healing modalities for you. Okay, and there can be some nice sexy times happening because the 8th house is the house of sex, and this full moon is conjunct Pluto, the ruler of the 8th house. So tantra, sex work, merging with others, you know, if you have a partner or even with yourself, can be a healing way to move through these energies even. And we've also got your planetary ruler, and I'll just also say Geminis, and I'm not wanting this to happen to any of you, but some of you may even be experiencing the death of a loved one or someone close to you because it is a full moon in the 8th house and it is conjunct Pluto. So you are going through a death and rebirth. And for some of you Geminis, you may even be, you know, supporting someone going through the death process that is older than you. Capricorn rules older people than us, our elders, grandparents, parents. So if that is the case for any of you Geminis, hi Samantha, nice to see you. I see you there. Just sending lots and lots of love your way. What I also wanted to say for the Geminis is your planetary ruler Mercury is in an exact square to Uranus at the time of this full moon. So can be some very shocking and abrupt life events, you know, having to do with news or information that you're learning in your personal life, in the collective, having to do with friends, siblings, your local community. So for Geminis, this is definitely big daddy, very, very intense. But no, as I said earlier, we have to go through the intensity to move into brighter times, smoother times, we got to work on ourselves, or we're not going to move past limiting beliefs, limiting patterns, right? So it is a bit shaky for the Geminis, but know that you are supported, you are loved. You've got Jupiter in Gemini. It's not like a tower moment, but it is very intense for you guys. So I'm sending lots of love your way to the Geminis, and happy full moon. Okay, now we move to the Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Risings. For Cancers, you're having this full moon in Capricorn on Sunday, July 21st, happening in your seventh house. Okay. And Pluto is in your eighth, and Pluto is conjunct this full moon. So for some of the Cancers out there, the seventh house is about our love life, our commitments, our committed relationships, our aesthetic, our fashion sense and style, pleasures and beauty in life. So for some Cancers, there can be relationships coming to an end. There can be a purging of relationships that don't serve, commitments that don't serve. Cancers, I'd really like you to focus on your work partnerships, who you have around you in work partnerships, if any, okay? Because there may be some truths being revealed, some major things being revealed in that area, some transformation happening with your work partners or even love partners. This could be someone close with you that you have a committed relationship with, maybe going through like a total death rebirth or a dark night of the soul moment where you need to support them. Sometimes when we've got the seventh house very activated, the seventh house is about others, right? It represents others. So it's not much us as a focus, it's our relationship with others, others in our life. So really focusing on and reflecting on who you have around you, doing healing work around others. Also, what are your commitments in life? And are you even playing those out and putting energy into those, right? Libras are commitments. Hi, Jenny. Jenny says, as I am a Cancer sun, I can confirm my roommate and I are going separate ways. I'm feeling major transformation. Wow, that's what I'm talking about, Jenny. So thank you so much for sharing that. And I'm sending lots and lots of love to you. And the seventh house doesn't have to be just love relationships, it's people we have commitments to, right? Best friends, roommates, work partners, our clients, if we have clients, people that we have commitments to, right? So, yeah, Cancers, just paying attention to those areas that I mentioned. And, you are ruled by the moon in Western astrology. And this is a very intense full moon in Capricorn. So if you're likely to feel more emotional, more wavy than usual, so just doing extra grounding, extra nurturing, and self care, and you're going to get through this, as we all are. So lots of love to you, Cancers. Mwah. Happy full moon. Okay, now for the Leo, sun, moon, and risings. Have we got any Leos here with us? Leos are having this full moon in Capricorn happening in their sixth house, with Pluto in conjunction to the full moon in their seventh house. So remember what I said, Leos, if you were listening earlier in this video, I was talking about this is a major full moon of cleansing and purging, not just spiritually, energetically, but also on the physical level. Okay, the sixth house is the Virgo area, Virgo ruled areas of life. So, Leos, you're likely to really be processing through this full moon on the physical level. I want you to take extra special care of your physical body, your wellness, making sure that you're eating in a way that actually nurtures you, moving your body, doing some exercise. You're going to be really feeling it physically. Okay. And you may be a little bit more tired than usual, and that's normal. Okay. And if you're not, that's fantastic. But if you are, it is, in the medical astrology, very intense to have a full moon like this in your sixth house of health. Your health is highlighted. You can be letting go and purging, health routines and habits that don't serve you anymore. There can be things coming up with pets at this time, possible maybe health issues coming up with pets. Some of you letting go of a pet or getting a new pet, even. And the sixth house also rules our day to day work. And this is a moon in the sign of Capricorn, which is the other sign that rules work. So there can be work purges, work shifts, many of you feeling inspired to step into more expanded levels of leadership, entrepreneurship. Those are all areas, those sixth house areas are very much in alignment for you to be focusing on with this full moon. And also, happy almost Leo season to all the Leos out there. I'm sending lots and lots of love your way. Happy birthday, Leos. And the day after this full moon is the start of Leo season, July 22nd. So, love you, Leo, so much. Sending lots of love your way. Okay, now we go to the Virgo sun, moon, and risings. Virgos, you guys are the lucky duckies out of everybody because you're having this full moon happen in your fifth house. And I've just noticed here, I'm so sorry, Virgos, I've just noticed here that for some reason my astrology program didn't put the right time for the Virgo chart. So it's showing that the moon is in your sixth house, but no, the full moon is not in Aquarius. This is the sign for Aquarius. It's in Capricorn, which is in your fifth house. So I apologize about that. It's like the wrong hour. So sorry about that, Virgos. But nevertheless, this full moon is happening in your fifth house. So this is actually a lot lighter for you, Virgos, than for a lot of the other signs. Okay. And this is a very heavy, intense full moons. But with this being in your fifth house of the Leo ruled areas of life, you can be feeling a need to have fun. It's actually in alignment. We got that alignment card. Remember, you guys, to do something fun, to be connected to your inner child, to surround yourself with children in your life, be doing something creative. This is a full moon in Capricorn, which has a lot to do with work, purpose, and legacy. So, Virgos, you can be feeling really creatively inspired to bring more creativity into your work life. Some of you may be feeling inspired to step into more creative kind of jobs or professions, and you may be in the spotlight in your work life. So this is actually very uplifting, inspiring, creative for you, even Virgos. You do have your planetary ruler Mercury at the time of this full moon in a square to the Mars Uranus conjunction. So there can be some shocks and surprises coming up. You do have that Uranus right on your midheaven at the moment, but this feels very creative and very uplifting for the Virgos, which I think you guys deserve because Virgo is one of the kind of not easiest signs to be. So let yourself have fun. If you're feeling like lighter than a lot of the other people around you, they're like, I'm feeling crazy with this full moon. You're not crazy. It's actually in alignment for you to be in a lighter frequency vibration, enjoying yourself, but also really, honing in on, because it is Capricorn, it is about details and practicality. Looking at your chart at your fifth house, do you have any planets there? What do you need to maybe review in that area? Is there anything that you need to let go of in that area? If you are going to do some release work, some energy healing work, I would suggest inner child healing because the fifth house does have to do with our inner child. So I'm sending so much cosmic love your way, Virgos, and happy full moon in Capricorn. Okay, now we move to the Libra sun, moon, and risings. And oh my God, I think I made a total screw up on the rest of the signs for the full moon. So I'm so sorry, you guys. For the remaining signs, it's showing moon in Aquarius, but of course we know it's the moon in Capricorn. So, okay, I'm not going to be too hard on myself about that. I told you guys I've been having major technical difficulties today. For those of you who weren't at the beginning of this video, I actually filmed this whole full moon in Capricorn video like 2 hours ago. And then when I clicked play, the audio didn't work at all. And then I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to go live and I'm just going to do this again. And the visuals are like looking a little blurry. And then for some reason, it's the wrong hours on my astrology program. So I apologize about that, you guys, but I can still read it. No problems. I'm still going to read it for each of the 12 signs. Just the visuals, it's not showing the right moon signs. So again, I apologize about that, you guys. And I'm sorry, Libras, for the little hiccup. So, okay, so for the Libra, sun, moon, and risings, this full moon is happening in your fourth house. Okay, so you are likely, Libras, to be feeling probably a bit more emotional than usual. Okay, the moon is the ruler of the fourth house. The fourth house and the moon rule our emotions, emotional well being, home, family, ancestors, right? Our private life, private self. And so, Libras, this is a full moon where there can likely be for you guys like purging and healing happening with your family. Okay. In particular, with your parents, with your grandparents, with aunts and uncles. Remember, Capricorn is older people than us, our elders. Okay. So, this is actually a good full moon for you to be spending time with your parents, grandparents, elders in your family. Some of them may be starting to like wake up out of the matrix and need your support at this time, even. So that could be a theme coming up for some of the Libras out there. And very good time to be cleansing your home, doing like some feng shui in your home, spending time in the home, spending time with family. And there's definitely purging that can be happening in those fourth house ruled areas that I've mentioned. I love, love, love that for the Libras, similar to what I just said for the Tauruses, you've got your planetary ruler, Venus, almost exactly sextile Jupiter. So, this is even though you can be feeling more emotional than usual, there's actually something quite positive and lucky and benefic that can be coming up for you guys during this full moon. So I hope what I've said resonated, Libras, and I'm sending lots of cosmic love your way. And oh my goodness, Audrey Ross, thank you so much for that very generous super chat. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. You say thank you. You make walking through these times easier. Wow. Well, woo. I will take that. And I very, very much appreciate your super chat. That is extremely, extremely kind of you. And I'm sending lots of blessings, lots of love your way. Okay, now we're going to move to the Scorpio sun, moon, and risings. My fellow Scorplings, my fellow Scorpios, okay? Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpios. We are having this full moon in Capricorn on Sunday, July 21st, happening in our third house. So, this is one of the lighter houses in astrology, but let's not forget, Scorpios, our ruler, our modern day planetary ruler, Pluto, is going to be conjunct this full moon. So, if you were listening at the beginning of this video forecast, I was talking about some of the signs that will be the most affected are the Capricorns, Scorpios, because our ruler Pluto is conjunct this full moon, the earth signs, and the cardinal signs. So even though this full moon is happening in our third house, it is still going to be very, very intense for us, actually. And I'm hearing Spirit say potential power struggles, okay, with people older than us or with parents or grandparents, because the moon is in the sign of Capricorn. With it being in the third house, though, this is highlighting our communication style. This is highlighting our siblings, our friends, our local community. So there can be a major cleansing or illumination or revealing happening in those areas of life. Also, some of you Scorpios, excuse me, may be feeling inspired to step into more third house Gemini ruled kind of work or professional roles since this full moon is in Capricorn, which is about work and career. So maybe starting to bring in more social media or more public communication into what you do professionally can be coming up for you at this time, Scorpios. I can't highlight enough. This is a critical moment, not just for everyone, but particularly for the Scorpios with this full moon. Conjunct our ruler, Pluto, and also our two planetary rulers, Mars, our traditional ruler, and Pluto, our modern day ruler, are in an exact trine. So, whatever is going to come up as likely a challenge, okay, because Capricorn does rule challenge, is like an initiation for us to move into greater empowerment. Okay. So, Scorpios, let me know whatever you guys are going through. A lot of us are moving locations, a lot of us are having family shifts going on with that Pluto right on our IC at the start of our fourth house. So, Scorpios, let me know how all y'all are doing. And I'm sending so much cosmic love your way out there to all my fellow Scorplings. Jenny says Scorpio rising and yup, moving. LOL. Same as me. I'm a Scorpio sun, and Jens and I are going to be moving in about a month to Canada. So, very intense stuff. A lot of things to organize and sift through. So, wishing you a very positive move, Jenny. Okay, now we move to the Saggies, Sagittarians. So, you guys are having this full moon in Capricorn in your second house. Interesting. This is very much around your work, your career, your income, maybe letting go of a job, professional role, or income stream that doesn't serve you anymore. Okay. And again, for the Sagittarius, as I've been saying for some of the other signs as well, you can be feeling really inspired with this full moon to maybe step into some entrepreneurship or really more empowering, leadership driven kind of income stream or professional role. There can be very good developments in ways to make income. Okay. And even investing for you Saggies, because this moon in Capricorn conjunct Pluto, which is the planet that rules investing, hidden money. So good time for you Saggies to be, looking at your finances, to being honest with yourself about your finances. This could be a good full moon as well to maybe do some budgeting, do some organizing with your resources, with your finances. And I really, really like that your planetary ruler, Jupiter, is in an almost exact sextile to Venus, the other benefic. So that's very, very positive for you during this full moon in Capricorn, along with the other signs ruled by Jupiter and Venus. So there could actually be a lucky new income stream, even, or a lucky new life development having to do with the pleasures and enjoyments of life. Venus. So I love you, Saji, so much. I hope what I said resonates, and I'm sending lots and lots of cosmic love your way. Mwah. Okay, we got a few more signs. Cappies. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My fellow Capricorn, sun, moon, and risings. I got my moon in Capricorn. I know Jill's a Capricorn. We've got quite a bit of Capricorn energy in the chat. How are the Capricorns doing? I'm just going to take a little sip of my coffee. Oh my gosh. Amy says, sun at 29 degrees of Capricorn. Help. Oh my gosh. So this full moon is right on your sun, Amy. This is a life-changing, pivotal point for you. Goes without saying, pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to the signs and synchronicities, pay attention to your spidey senses. This is like a life-changing full moon portal for you. So I'm sending lots of love your way. Holy guacamole. So Capricorns, the good news is, okay, that this is our last full moon in Capricorn during this Pluto in Capricorn transit period. We're not fully out of the waters yet. We will be fully out of the Plutonic waters November 18th when Pluto ingresses fully into Aquarius. This is a full moon of, I'm hearing Spirit say, recognizing how far you've come since 2008, since this Pluto in Capricorn transit. And if you're still feeling hurt, if you're still feeling any pain, trauma from whatever you have experienced during these past 15 years while Pluto's been in Capricorn, the most intense thing you can have in astrology, Pluto in your sun, moon, or rising sign, do that healing work. Okay. Also, being really honest with yourself about if there's still anything toxic in your life that doesn't serve you, let that shit go. Okay, Capricorns. When we've got a full moon in our sign, this is about our identity, our very basis and foundation of life. So, this is a good full moon, Capricorns, to be honest with yourself and reflecting on where are you at in life? Who are you right now? And are you in alignment with that Capricornian legacy that you know you're here to be in alignment with? Because Capricorns are here to get a job done. Capricorns are here to work. Okay. Whenever I do a reading for a Capricorn sun, moon, or rising, very rarely, if they're not working hard at something, which is very rarely, because usually people that book a reading with me are like in alignment with their astrology, I say to them, what the heck are you doing? Like what do you know that you're here to be doing and working your ass off at? Okay? Cuz Capricorns are here to be successful, they're here to work hard, they're here to be those leaders, those drivers, those inspirational figures. So maybe the roles are changing. I'm hearing spirits say Capricorns because we're about to be out of Pluto and Capricorn transit. Maybe the rules are changing. Maybe your life is totally changing and you need to do some self-care, self-love. I feel like it's different Capricorn to Capricorn based on their individual charts, but this is definitely a big moment for the Capricorns of realizing how far you've come, giving yourself a pat on the back, okay? Giving yourself some love for how far you've come, because this has not been easy since 2008. So I love you all so, so much. Hi, Jenny G. You say shout out to the generational Cap Stallion. Me too. I'm in that generational Cap Stallion. Shout out to us. I love my fellow Cappies so much. We're almost out of the Pluto waters. We're almost there. You guys can do it. I love you. And whatever challenges are coming up, they're making us badasses and they're making us stronger. And we're almost going to be out of that transit. So I love you. I love you. I love you. Last full moon in Capricorn in this transit, we're going to get through it. Sending so much cosmic love your way. Okay, now we move to Aquarius, the Aquarians. And for the Aquarians, this full moon in Capricorn is happening in your 12th house. So you can be feeling, this can feel weird. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. You guys are the weirdos, and I love you. Aquarians ruled weirdness, which to me is not a negative thing. You guys are just unique and you're yourselves. This can feel weird, okay? Because we've got Pluto, 0 degrees of Aquarius, right on your ascendant. We've got the full moon, 29 degrees of Capricorn in your 12th house, which the 12th house, similar to the symbol of your sign, right? Your symbol is the water waves. The 12th house is wavy. It's a water house. It's Pisces. It's the hidden, it's the dreams, it's the waters, it's the spiritual realm, it's creativity, it's a little bit foggy, it's very symbolic. So this is a period where I'm feeling spirits say, Aquarians, if things are not making sense, okay, it's okay. Just go with it. This feels trippy for you guys. Please pay attention to your dreams. Please pay attention to your psychic senses because I feel like you're going to get a lot of intuitive and creative impressions all at once with this full moon. And it feels like it might not make sense until after the full moon. You're not going crazy. Make time for meditation. Make time for doing dream work. Make time for being creative if you like to be creative, and see what this full moon has to offer you. You guys, with it being in your 12th house, this is very, very spiritual. This is very, very inspiring. And this is really being honest with yourself with this full moon in Capricorn around, I keep saying the word legacy, right? your legacy, and your dreams. And are you playing out those dreams? Are you putting energy towards those dreams? Are your dreams in alignment with the work, the career that you're doing, Capricorn? And what do you need to do to start going on that trajectory if it's not already? Okay. So, also for some of the Aquarians out there, because the 12th house can rule healing institutions, hospitals, stuff like that. For some of you Aquarians, there may be a parent, a grandparent, an elder that is maybe in a healing institution or a hospital at this time, or might be going through a major healing, might need to be supported at this time. So let me know if any of you are going through that. And I'm sending lots and lots of cosmic love your way to the Aquarians. Just go with it. I feel like for you guys, it might not make total sense right now, the course of the next week with this full moon, but it's going to make more sense after this full moon is out of your 12th house. So I love you guys so, so much, and I'm sending so much cosmic love your way. Last but not least is the magical Pisces. Okay. Thank you, Paz, for your positive comment. And Samantha, my soul sister, says Aquarius moon. My mom is going to have a major surgery. Okay, so that makes sense. Let me know, Sam, send me a private message and we'll look at that. But that's actually in alignment with the astrology. So your mom is going to be completely fine, most likely. Yeah, having to deal with an elder going through maybe a surgery or in a healing institution, or needing support at this time. So sending lots and lots of love your way, Samantha. Mwah. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, so Pisces, all y'all are having this full moon in Capricorn in your 11th house. Okay, so this is really interesting because the 11th house is the, Aquarian ruled areas of life. This is our friends, this is teamwork, group associations, our dreams, our wishes, the future, technology. So for Pisces, this can be work or professional changes where maybe you're being inspired to work with a group, to start working with a friend, to start doing a work or career that's more Aquarian in nature, futuristic in nature, technological even, or incorporating those Aquarian type things into your workplace can be very much in alignment. There can be major revealing or cleansing or purging having to do with maybe some friends or group associations or your relationship to technology or social media, even Pisces. So this is one of the lighter houses to have this very intense full moon. So I'm not too concerned, worried about the Pisces out there. Let me know how you guys are doing in the comments below. This would be a good full moon to, go out into your community, your like-minded community, 11th house Aquarius, and maybe do a full moon meditation, full moon sound bath. There could be new friends coming forward that you might even be like starting a business with or start to be really inspired by. There could be older people, right? Capricorn is older people in your community that you possibly need to be in a supportive role to at this time. And I do want to mention as well that your planetary ruler Neptune is at that critical last degree, 29 degrees in your home sign of Pisces retrograde. So this is a very critical moment. It feels like it's a critical moment for all of us, but particularly the Pisces, you've got that Neptune 29 degrees in its home sign. So major life changes can be going on, major spiritual awakening can be going on, and even healing and creative breakthroughs. So I'm sending lots of cosmic love to all the Pisces out there. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And wow, got through all the signs. I hope this video worked. And let's not forget, you guys, the absolutely magical collective card pull that we got. New beginnings, 000. Death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. And alignment. It's coming together. Precision. Let's pull a bonus card because I love bonus cards. I don't know if that's something that I made up myself, the concept of bonus cards, or if I heard that from someone else, but I like to pull a bonus card. And I'm going to pull a bonus card for all of us from the Ancient Stones Oracle. Thank you, Marie Jose, for the new deck. This is such a cool Oracle deck. What's our bonus card for all of us? Creativity, creative expression, trust your vision. And for a lot of the signs, because we've got actually really nice aspects with Uranus, which is very creative, and Venus sextile Jupiter, which can also be very creative, we can, channel, even though it's intense, it's Moon in Capricorn, critical degree, conjunct Pluto. We can channel the intensity being creative. Painting, drawing, dancing, singing, having fun, creative expression. That's a way that we can actually work with the energy. And I'm also hearing Spirit say, remember that life is an art piece and life is creative. We are co-creating. We are an artist in every single moment, choosing what's next, right? So every moment is creative and being mindful of that as we move forward. So, wow, I love you guys so, so much. Thank you to everyone for joining me live. Thank you so much to Heather for the super chat and Audrey for the super chat. I appreciate you so much. And thank you so much for some of the PayPal donations that I saw coming in while I'm live. I love you guys so much and I appreciate your support. And oh my God, Jill, you're saying it's 222 where I am now. Thanks so much. I'll rewatch with Steve tonight. I love you guys so much. And I was just talking to Sunny the other day, Jill, that we're going to come visit you guys in Pennsylvania. So we'll keep in touch for that. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, if you'd like to have a personal astrology reading with me, the link is in the description box of this video. If you'd like to check out any of my courses or workshops, those are also available at the link in the description box of this video as well. And Jens and I are, my husband Jens and I are planning a weekend retreat in Canada, in probably the Niagara region of Ontario, the last weekend of September, it's seeming like. So we're getting that all sorted right now. We had an absolutely magical time with everyone that joined us in England. Thank you to everyone that joined us on our retreat in England the past couple of weeks, and everyone that sent your support to our trip. We felt it. Thank you so much. We're going to have, it's probably going to be a 3-day weekend retreat in Niagara, Ontario in the eclipse season. So that last weekend of September will be the eclipse season. So stay tuned for that, everybody. And I'm going to be doing my first ever live astrology presentation. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm going to do that at the weekend retreat. Jens is going to do his English book launch and presentation on his book, The World in Transition. We're going to have ecstatic dance parties, sound baths, meditation, drumming circle, community time. So it's going to be very, very magical. So more info coming out very, very soon. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube, Rumble, X channels. All my links are in the description box below. And I'm wishing you all the most magical full moon in Capricorn ever. This is going to be intense. Oh my God, but we're going to get through it. And I love you guys so, so much. So see you all on the flip side very soon. Mwah. Bye, everybody.